In a remote village in Punjab, Pakistan, two brothers, Arif and Farman Ali, dug up over 100 graves, cooked human flesh with vegetables, and ate it like curry. This is a horrifying true story of how they terrorized a nation, escaped harsh punishment due to legal loopholes, and returned to their crimes until an anti-terrorism court finally stopped them. Imagine a moonlit night, the sound of digging in the silence of a graveyard, and two brothers who dig up the corpses of the dead, take them home, cut them into pieces, and cook and eat them as if it were just a common curry. This is not a horror movie, but a true story from the village of Kohar Kalan in Bhakkar district, Punjab, Pakistan. The horrific actions of brothers Muhammad Arif Ali, approximately 35 years old, the elder brother, and Muhammad Farman Ali, approximately 30 years old, not only terrified the local area but also shook the entire country. These men appeared normal on the outside but were possessed by a devilish spirit on the inside, addicted to human flesh, and perhaps believers in magical powers. Let's delve deeper into this story, step by step, with thrilling details that will send chills down your spine. Let's go. Background: a dark childhood and the beginning of a devilish addiction. Arif and Farman belonged to a poor family and lived alone. Their wives had already left them due to their strange behavior. According to some sources, the brothers had suffered from mental issues since childhood, perhaps superstition or some psychological illness. They claimed that eating human flesh granted magical powers, or that it was an addiction they couldn't stop. For years, they would go to the graveyard at night, target newly buried corpses, dig them up, and bring them home. At home, they would cut up the bodies, separate the bones, and mix the meat with vegetables to make a curry or a stew. Imagine human flesh boiling in a pot, its stench spreading throughout the village. This all continued in silence until the secret was revealed in 2011, the first horrific revelation: the 2011 arrest and the desecration of 100 graves. In April 2011, villagers complained about digging noises and a foul smell from the graveyard. When police raided Arif and Farman's house, what they saw was straight out of a nightmare. The flesh of a recently buried woman's corpse was cooking in a pot. The brothers immediately confessed that they'd been doing this for years. They had dug up nearly 100 graves, exhumed the bodies, cut them up, and eaten them. Police found human remains in the house: bones, skulls, and pieces of flesh. A wave of fear swept through the area. People began guarding the graveyard at night and kept their children locked indoors. In court, because Pakistan has no specific law against cannibalism, they were sentenced to only 2 years in prison for crime of desecrating graves. They went to jail, but the sentence was so light that it spread grief and anger among the people. Why didn't they get a harsher punishment? Because the law doesn't even mention cannibalism. This was the first time they earned the title Bhakkar's Cannibal Brothers. A false promise of reform and a second devilish attack. The horrifying scene of 2014. After being released in 2013, the brothers promised to reform, but it was all a lie. In April 2014, neighbors complained of a strong, foul smell coming from their house, like a rotting corpse. When police arrived, the house looked like a slaughterhouse. They found the severed skull of a 2 to 3-year-old child, which had been taken from a fresh grave. Arif was immediately arrested, while Farman escaped, but was caught soon after. They confessed again that after their release, they had fallen back into their addiction and had by now dug up more than 150 graves. Some sources say up to 350. Police found a curry of human meat in the house, still cooking. The news spread like wildfire across Pakistan. People protested, and media ran headlines like, "The cannibals are back." Imagine a child's skull lying in the house, and the brothers smiling as they looked at it. Even the police officers trembled at this scene. The courtroom drama and the harsh sentence. The decision of the Anti-Terrorism Court. In June 2014, Punjab's Anti-Terrorism Court sentenced them to 12 years in prison. Some sources mention 11 years and 4 months, on charges of grave desecration, corpse mutilation, and spreading fear in the community. The court noted that their actions had terrified the entire society. Hence, the sentence was given under anti-terrorism laws. The brothers were sent to jail, where they are serving their sentence. This punishment was harsher than the first, but people still asked, why not life imprisonment or the death penalty? The answer: Pakistan has no separate law for cannibalism, so only related provisions were used. This case also highlights the legal shortcomings in Pakistan. Reasons and psychological depths. Why did they become monsters? The brothers said that eating human flesh was an addiction, like a drug high. Some reports mention black magic. They believed it made them powerful. Doctors think it was a severe mental illness, like schizophrenia or a cannibalistic addiction. Their actions not only destroyed their family, but also brought shame to the entire village. People are still afraid to go to the graveyard. This story shows the darkest facets of human nature, where morality ends and devilish desires take over. Where are they now? 2025 update. Based on the 12-year sentence from 2014, they should remain in jail until 2026. As of 2025, there is no news of their release or new crimes. They are likely still behind bars. However, some unverified sources mention parole or a reduced sentence, which frightens people. Will they roam free again and dig up graves? The thought alone is enough to make your skin crawl. This story is a warning. Sometimes the greatest danger comes from the people around you. Face screaming in fear's spiderweb.